Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 4 simple equations. 4.1 a mind reading game. The teacher has said that she would be starting a new chapter in mathematics and it is going to be simple equation. Appu, Sarita and Amina have revised what they learned in algebra chapter in class 6. Have you? Appu, Sarita and Amina are excited because they have constructed a game which they call Mind Reader and they want to present it to the whole class. The teacher appreciates their enthusiasm and invites them to present their game. Amina begins. She asks Sarah to think of a number, multiply it by 4 and add 5 to the product. Then she asks Sarah to tell the result. She says it is 65. Amina instantly declares that the number Sarah has thought of is 15. Sarah notes. The whole class including Sarah is surprised. It is Appu's turn now. He asks Balu to think of a number, multiply it by 10 and subtract it by 20 from the product. He then asks Balu what is the result. Balu says it is 50. Appu immediately tells the number thought by Balu. It is 7. Balu confirms it. Everybody wants to know how the mind reader presented by Appu, Sarita and Amina works. Can you see how it works? After studying this chapter and chapter 12, you will very well know how the game works. So 4.2 setting of an equation. So it is simple. Let us take Amina's example. Amina asks Sarah to think of a number. Amina does not know the number for her. It could be any 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 100 or so on. Let us denote this unknown number by a letter say x. So we'll denote the number which is unknown to us as number as x. You may use y or t or some other letter in place of x. It does not matter whether which letter we use to denote the unknown number Sarah has thought of. When Sarah multiplies the number by 4, she gets 4x. So when we multiply that number, unknown number with 4, we get 4x. She then adds 5 to the product, which gives 4x plus 5. The value of 4x plus 5 depend on the value of x. Thus, if x is equal to 1, 4x plus 5 is equal to 4 into 1 plus 5 is equal to 9. This means that if Sarah had 1 in her mind, her result would have been 9. Similarly, if she thought of a 5, then x is equal to 5, 4 into 5 plus 5 is equal to 25. Thus, if Sarah has chosen 5, the result would have been 25. So now you know the mind reader game, how she was doing that. To find the number thought by Sarah, let us work backward from her answer 65. We have to find x such that 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. Solution to the equation will give us the number which Sarah held in her mind. So you can see that. Let us similarly look at Appu's example. Let us call the number Balu chose as y. Appu asks Balu to multiply the number by 10 and subtract by 20 from the product. That is, from y Balu first gets 10y and from the 10y he subtracts 20, that is 10y minus 20. The result is known to be 50. Therefore 10y minus 20 is equal to 50. Then the solution of this equation will be the number Balu has thought of. So what we do, we will add 70 upon y. 70 upon 10 is equal to 7. So Balu's number was 7. So 4.3 review of what we know. Note 4.1 and 4.2 are equations. So you can see this is also equation and this is also equation. Let us recall what we learned about equations in class 6. An equation is a condition on a variable. In equation 4.1 the variable is x. In equation 4.2 the variable is y. So it is clear the word variable means something that can vary, that is change. A variable takes on different numerical values. Its value is not fixed. Variables are denoted usually by letters of the alphabet such as x, y, z, l, m, n, o, p, etc. From variables we form expressions. So with these variables we form expressions. The expressions are formed by performing operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on the variables. From x we form the expression 4x plus 5. For this first we multiplied x by 4 and then added 5 to the product. Similarly, from y we formed the expression 10y minus 20. For this we multiplied y by 10 and then subtracted 20 from the product. All these are examples of expressions. So these were expressions. The value of an expression thus formed depends upon the chosen value of the variable. As we have already seen, when x is equal to 1 we get 9, x is equal to 5 we get 25. Similarly, x is equal to 15 we get 65, x is equal to 0 we get 5, and so on. So equation 4.1 is a condition on the variable x. It states that the value of the expression 4x plus 5 is 65. The condition is satisfied when x is equal to 15. So this is how they told the number which they had in their mind. It is a solution to the equation 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. When x is equal to 5, 4x plus 5 is equal to 25, not 65. Thus x is equal to 5 is not a solution to the equation. Similarly, x is equal to is not the solution to the equation. No value of x other than 15 satisfy the condition 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. So now you know this. So there is a try this section here. So the value of the expression xy minus 20 depends on the value of y. Verify this by giving 5 different values to y and finding for each y the value of for 10x minus 20. From the different value of 10x minus 20 we obtain, do you see a solution to 10y minus 20 is equal to 50? So if there is no solution, try more variables values to y and find whether the condition 10y minus 20 is met. So we can see that when we put y is equal to 7, 70 minus 20 is equal to 50. So y is equal to 7 is the correct value, but you can also choose different values, but you will not get the equal to 50 value. So only 7 will satisfy that. 4.4 what equation is? In an equation there is always an equality sign. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the sign, that the left hand side or LHS is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the sign, the right hand side or RHS. In equation 4.1 the LHS is 4x plus 5 and the RHS is 65. In equation 4.2 the LHS is 10y minus 20 and the RHS is 50. If there is some sign other than equality sign between the LHS and RHS, it is not an equation. Thus 4x plus 5 greater than 65 is not an equation. It says that the value of 4x plus 5 is greater than 65, that's all. Similarly, when 4x plus 5 is less than 65, it's not an equation. It just say that value of 4x plus 5 is smaller than 65. In equation, we often find that RHS is just a number. So sometimes RHS is just a number. In equation 4.1 it is just 65 and in equation 4.2 it is 615. But this need not to be always so. The RHS design of an equation may be an expression containing of variable. For example, this equation. So you can see 4x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 25. Here the RHS is also in have a variable and it's an in the form of an expression. Has the expression 4x plus 5 on the left hand side or and 6x minus 25 on the right hand side of the equality sign. So you can see, in short, an equation is a condition on a variable. The condition is that no two expressions should have equal value. Note that at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. So at least one should contain a variable. We also note a simple useful property of equations. The equations 4x plus 5 is equal to 65 is same as 65 is equal to 4x plus 5. Similarly, the equation 6x minus 25 is equal to 4x plus 5 is the same as 4x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 25. An equation remains the same when the expression on the left or the right hand side are unchanged. So when the this is interchanged here and this is interchanged here, the value remains the same. The property is often useful in solving equation. Example number 1, write the following statement in the form of equation. So first, the sum of the 3 times x and 11 is 32. If you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, you get 7. 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8. So here our first one is the sum of 3 times x is and 11 is 32. So 3x plus 11 is 32. So you can see 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. If you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, you get, so 6x minus 5 is equal to 7. So here they have taken z. So you can take z also. You can take any variable. Which one is more appropriate for you? 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. So here you can see 1/4 of m is m by 4 and it is greater than 7 by 3. This means that the difference m upon 4 minus 7 is 3. So m upon 4 minus 7 is equal to 3. So you can see 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8. So 1/3 of a number is, you have taken n as a number, and 1/3 is n by 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So n by 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So there is an example number 2. Convert the following equation in statement form. So here it is given x minus 5 is equal to 9. Take away 5 from x gives 9. So it's simple as that. X minus 5 is given as, take away 5 from x gives 9. 5 times a number p is 20. So 5 times p of a number is equal to 20. And add 7 to 3 times of n to get 1. So 3n plus 7 is equal to 1. So it's very easy. You get 6 when you subtract 2 from 1/5 of a number m. So 2/5 of you subtract 2 from 2/5 of the m, 1/5 of a number m will give us 6. So it's clear. What's important to note that for a given equation, not just one but many statement form can be given. So there must be another first statement for this also. So this equation also, it's not particularly one statement only. For example, for equation 1 above, you can say subtract 5 from x, you get 9. So it's another thing. Take away 5 is written as subtract 5 from x, you get 9. Or the number x is 5 more than 9. The number x is greater than by 5 than 9, and the difference between x and 5 is 9, and so on. So you can see that. So you can do for other examples also. Example number 3. Consider the following situation. Raju's father's age is 5 years more than 3 times Raju's age. Raju's father is 44 years old. Set up an equation to find Raju's age. So we do not know Raju's age, so let us take it be by years. So we are taking Raju's year be 5 years. 3 times Raju's age is 3y. So when we multiply 3 into y, we get 3 times the Raju's age, that is 3y. Raju's father age is 5 years more than 3y. So Raju's father age is 3y plus 5 years old. So it is also given that Raju's father age is 44. So this was obtained by 1, 3y plus 5, and then is equal to Raju's father age, that is 44. So therefore the equation in y, it will give the Raju's age when solved. So when you solve this, you get Raju's age, simply take it here. So you get 39, the Raju's age will be 13 years old. 39 upon 3, that is 13. Example number 4. A shopkeeper sells mangoes in 2 types of boxes. One box and one small and one large. A large box contains as many as 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes. Set up an equation which gives the number of mangoes in each small box. The number of mangoes in a large box is given to be 100. So let a small box contain m mangoes. So they have taken m mangoes in small box contain m mangoes. A large box contain 4 more than 8 times m. So 8 times m plus 4. You can see 8m plus 4 mangoes, but this is given to be 100. Thus 8m plus 4 is equal to 100. You can get the number of mangoes in small box by solving the equation. So you can simply solve the equation and you will get the answer. Very simple. So this is an exercise, very easy. You can do it yourself, and if you have any doubt, you can ask it in the comment section. 4.4.1 Solving equation. Consider an equality. 8 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 1. So it is equal thing. It is correct. The equality 4 plus 4.5 holds since both of the side are equal. Since each is equal to 5. So this is also 5 and this is also 5. So this is satisfy each other. Let us now add 2 to both sides. As a result, we get. So we are adding 2. It's also same. We will get 7. LHS is equal to 7 and RHS is also 7. Again the equality holds, that is its LHS and RHS are equal. Thus if we add the same number to both sides of an equality, it still holds. So it's when we add the same number to both sides, it holds the equality. Let us now subtract 2 from both sides of the side, and as a result get the same thing, 3 as LHS and 3 as RHS. Again the equality hold. So thus if we subtract the same number from both sides of an equality, it still holds. Similarly, if we multiply or divide both sides of the equality by the same non-zero number, it still holds. So when we multiply something, that is here we are multiplying 3, so then also here it is coming 15 and here also 15, so here the equality holds. Let us now divide both sides by the equality by 2. So they are dividing it by 2, but here also the it will hold. So you can see 5 by 2, and here also it is coming 5 by 2, so the equality holds. If we take any other equality, we shall find the same conclusions. Suppose now we do not observe these rules specifically. Suppose we add different numbers to the two sides of the equality, we shall find in the case of the equality does not hold, that is the both sides are not equal. For example, let us take again equality 4.5. so here also that is 5 is equal to 5. Add 2 to the LHS and 3 to the RHS. When we do that, it will not hold, it will not be equal, and new LHS will become 7 and the RHS will become 8. So the equality does not hold because the new LHS and RHS are not equal. Thus, if we fail to do the same mathematical operation with same number on both sides of an equality, the equality may not hold. The equality that involves variable is an equation. So these conclusions are also valid for equation, as in each equation variable represent a number only. So often an equation is said to be like a weighing balance. Doing a mathematical operation on an equation is like adding weights to or removing weights from the pan of a weighing balance. So you can see LHS and RHS on a weighing balance. A balanced equation is like a weighing balance with equal weights in the two pans. An equation is like the weighing balance with equal weights on both of its pan, in which case the arms of the balance is exactly horizontal. So if we add the same weight to both the pans, the arm remains horizontal. Similarly, if we remove the same size from the pan, the arm remains horizontal. On the other hand, if we add different weights to different pans and remove different weight from them, the balance is tilted. That is, the arm of the balance does not remain horizontal. So always there must be equal value added to both sides, or we must always put equal values. Otherwise, it will not, the equation will not balance itself. We use this principle for solving an equation. Here, of course, the balance is imaginary and number can be used as weights that can be physically balanced against each other. This is the real purpose of in presenting the principle. Let us take some example. Consider the equation x plus 3 is equal to 8. Now we shall subtract 3 from both sides. So here subtracting 3 from both sides, here also and here also. So the LHS became x and RHS became 5. So you can see x plus 3 and 8. Since this does not disturb the balance, we have new LHS is equal to new RHS, that is equal to 5. So there is no problem with that, which is exactly what we want, the solution of the equation 4.6. So why should you subtract 3 and not some other number? Try adding 3, will it help? Why not? It is because subtracting 3 reduces the LHS to x. So you can see here, when we subtracted, it was turned to x. That's why it was not becoming equal. So you can see here, to confirm whether we are right, we put x as 5 in the original equation. We get LHS is equal to 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So you can see which is equal to RHS as required. By doing the right mathematical operation, that is subtracting 3 on both sides of the equation, we arrive to the solution of the equation. Let us look at another equation. X minus 3 is equal to 10. So you can see here is x minus 3 and here is 10. So you can see here, what should we do here? We should add 3 to both sides. By doing so, we shall retain the balance, and also to the LHS will be reduced to just x. So LHS is x, the new RHS is 13. So we can put x in here. So when you put 13 in here, so you will get x. X is equal to 10. So by putting 13 on the original equation, LHS is equal to 13 minus 3 is equal to 10. This is equal to the RHS as required. Let us look at another equation. 5y is equal to 35. So m by 2 is equal to 5. In the first case, we shall divide both sides by 5. So we will get y on the LHS and 7 in the RHS. So you can see here RHS is 7 and LHS is y. So it's very clear. and this is required solution. We can substitute y is equal to 7 in equation 4.8 and check that if it is satisfied. So they are putting y is equal to 7 here. In the second case, we shall multiply both sides by 2. This will give us just m on the LHS. So it is multiplying 2 and here also 2. So you get m and RHS becomes 10. 5 into 2 becomes 10. Hence m is equal to 10. It is the required solution. You can check whether the solution is correct. One can see that in the above example, the operation we need to perform depends on the equation. Our attempt should be to get the variable in the equation separated. Sometimes for doing so, we may have to carry out more than one mathematical operation. Let us solve some more equation with this in mind. So we are doing one more. So example, solve 3n plus 7 is equal to 25, b 2p minus 1 is equal to 23. For the first, we go stepwise to separate the variable n. So we have to separate the variable n on the LHS of the equation so that it may become only n. The LHS is 3n plus 7. We shall first subtract 7 from it so that it becomes 3n. From this, the next step is we shall divide it by 3. So we will get simply n. Remember, we must do the same operation on both the sides of the equation. There was subtracting 7 from both sides. So first they subtracted 7 on both sides, and after subtracting 7, we get 3n is equal to 18 and then divide by 3. So we will get n is equal to 6. So here you can get n is equal to 6, which is the solution. For second one, we are doing 2p minus 1 plus 1. So he is adding 1. So 23 plus 1 24. Then now divide by 2. 2p is equal to get p, only p we are dividing by 2. P is equal to 12. So p we get 12. So this is the solution. One good practice you should develop is to check the solution you have obtained, although we have not done this for a above. Let us do it for this example. So by putting this value, you can confirm your answer is correct. Let us put the solution p is equal to 12 back into the equation. So LHS is equal to 2p minus 1 is equal to 2 into 12 minus 1 is equal to 24 minus 1. 23 is the RHS. Therefore, your answer is correct. The solution is thus checked for its correctness. Why do you not check the solution of A also? We are now in position to go back to the mind reading game presented by Appu, Sarita and Amina and understand how they got their answer. For this purpose, let us look at the equation 4.1 and 4.2, which correspond respectively to Amina's and Appu's example. First, consider the equation 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. Subtract 5 from both sides. So we are subtracting 5 to get 4x, and 4x is equal to 60. Now we will divide it by 4 to get x. So we divide it by 4, we get x is equal to 15, which is the solution to the question. You can understand that in the beginning of the class, we got 15 as answer. Now consider 10y minus 20 is equal to 50. Add 20 to both sides. So when we add 20, we get 10. 10y is equal to 70. After that, we divide it by 10 to get y. So we divide it by 10. Y is equal to 7 we get. So answer is correct. Check if it is correct. You can put the value here. You can put the value of y in the main equation. You get 70 minus 20 is equal to 50. So answer is correct. 50 is equal to 50. And the equation is satisfied. You will realize that exactly there is where the answers given by Appu, Sarita and Amina. They have learned to set up equations and solve them. That is why they could construct their mind reading game and impress the whole class. We shall come back to this in section 4.7. So here is an exercise. So you can solve it by yourself, and if you have any questions, you can ask in the comment box. 4.5 more equations. Let us practice solving some more equations. While solving this equation, we shall learn about transposing a number, that is moving it from one side to the other. We can transpose a number instead of adding or subtracting it from both sides of the equation. So instead of adding and subtracting, we are just transposing it from one side to other. So you can see an example here. 12p minus 5 is equal to 25. So what we are doing here, there are adding 5 on both sides. So we add 5 on both sides, so it becomes 12p is equal to 30. Then what we divided by 12. So we get p is equal to 5 by 2. So note, adding 5 to both sides is the same as changing sides of minus 5. So you can see 12p minus 5 is equal to 25. So what we have done here, 12p is equal to, take 5 to the other side, 25 plus 5 becomes 30. Changing side is called transposing. While transposing a number, we change its sign. So when we transpose, it was in negative sign. So when we transposed it, it became positive when it reached the other side. So you should change the sign of it. You should remember that. Check putting P 5 by 2 in LHS of equation 4.12. So you can see LHS 12 into, instead of P you put 5 upon 2 minus 5 is equal to 6 into 5 minus 5 will become 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. That is the RHS. So it is correct. As we have seen, while solving equations, one commonly used operation is adding or subtracting the same number on both sides of the equation. Transposing a number that is changing the side of the number is the same as adding or subtracting the number from both sides. In doing so, the sign of the number has to be changed. So when we, as we explained above, that while transposing you have to change the sign of it. What applies to number also applies to expressions. Let us take two more examples of transposing. So you can see here we are adding and subtracting. You can see 3p minus 10 is equal to 5. We are adding 5 to both sides, 10 to both sides. So you can see 3p is equal to 15. You have seen that. And after that you can, instead of that you can just transpose it. 3p is minus 10 is equal to 10. So we are taking minus 10 here. So it becomes plus 10. So 3p is equal to 15. You can see that. After that you can see here 5x plus 12 is equal to 27. Subtract 12 from both sides. So this 12 will be removed. So you can see 5x is equal to 27 minus 12 is equal to 15. 5x is equal to 15. So you can see here instead of that you can transpose 5x plus 12 is equal to 27. So instead you are transposing plus 12 here. So you can see it becomes minus 12 on the other side. 5x is equal to 27 minus 12 and 5x is equal to 15. So we shall now solve two more equations. As you can see, they involve brackets which have to be solved before proceeding. So here there are brackets inside. So you can see 4m plus 3 is equal to 8 and minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 8. So here we are solving the first one. 4m plus 3 is equal to 18. Let us divide both sides by 4. So when we divide, this 4 will be removed. So you can see this will remove the brackets in the LHS we get. So m plus 3 is equal to 18 by 4, or you can write m plus 3 is equal to 9 by 2. Then what we have done, we are transposing 3 to the other side. So m is equal to 9 by 2. The sign will be changed, minus 3. So it will become 3 upon 2. So we will take the LCM. So it becomes 9 minus 6 upon 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Required solution is this. So you can see what we have done here. So what this is explained. LHS 4 3 by 2 plus 3. So we are putting m value of m in the LHS. So you can get 18 as the RHS after solving that. So you can see the next one is minus 2 x plus 3 is equal to 8. So we are dividing minus 2 on both sides to remove the brackets. So it will go here and it becomes minus 4 in the other side. So you can see x plus 3 is equal to minus 4. So x is equal to minus 4 minus 3. It becomes minus 7. So x is equal to minus 7. That is the required answer. So when you put minus 7 here, you will get 8 as answer. So here the checking is done. Minus 7 is put here. So it becomes minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 8. So LHS is equal to RHS. So 4.6 from solution to equation. Atul always think differently. He looks at successive steps that one takes to solve an equation. He wonders why not follow the reverse path. So Atul wants to think differently and he wants to go in the reverse direction. Equation will give solution normal path. Reverse path is solution to equation. So start with, here he follows the path given below. Start with x is equal to 5. Multiply both sides by 4. So when you multiply, it becomes 4x is equal to 5 into 4 is equal to 20. 4x is equal to 20. Then subtract 3 from both sides. So when you subtract 3, 4x minus 3 is equal to 17. But now what to do that opposite, add 3 to both sides, then you will get this. When you divide 4 to both sides, you will get again the first one, x is equal to 5. This has resulted in an equation. If we follow the reverse path with each step as shown on the right, we get the solution of the equation. Hetal feels interested. She starts with the same first step and builds up the another equation. So here also x is equal to 5, multiplying 3 on both sides, and then 4 is added in the LHS and RHS both side. Start with y is equal to 4 and make two different equations. Ask three of your friends to do the same. Are their equations different from yours? It is not nice that not only can you solve an equation but you can make equations. Further, do you notice that given an equation you get one solution, but given a solution you can make many equations? So it is clear. Now Sarah wants to wants the class to know what she is thinking. She says, I shall take Haeckel's equation and put it into a statement form, and that makes a puzzle. For example, think of a number, multiply it by 3 and add 4 to the product. Tell me the sum you get. So if the sum is 19, the equation Haeckel got will give us the solution to the puzzle. In fact, we know that it is 5 because Haeckel started with it. So it is clear. She turns to Appu, Amina and Sarita to check whether they made their puzzle this way. All three says yes. Now know how to create numbers, puzzles and many other similar problems. So here is an exercise. It is very simple. You can solve that. If there is any doubt, you can ask it in the comment section. So now 4.7, applications of simple equations to practical situation. So we have already seen examples in which we have taken statements in everyday language and converted them into simple equations. We also have learned how to solve simple equations. Thus we are ready to solve puzzles problems from practical situations. The method is first to form equation corresponding to such situation and then to solve the equations to give the solution to the puzzle or problems. We begin with what we have already seen in example 1.1 and 3 section 4.2. Example 8, the sum of three numbers is of a number, the sum of 3 times a number and 11 is 32. Find the number. So from the statement you can say that if the unknown number is taken to be x, then 3 times the number, that is 3x, and the sum of the 3x and 11 is 32. So it becomes 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. To solve this equation we transpose 11 to the RHS. So when we transpose 11 here, it becomes negative 11. So you can see 3x is equal to 32 minus 11 or 3x is equal to 21. Now divide both sides by 3. So when you divide, you get x is equal to 7. It's very simple. So you can see this equation was obtained earlier in section 4.2 example 1. So you have seen this example in the above. The required number is 7. We may check it by taking 3 times 7 and adding it to 11. We get 32 as required. So LHS is equal to RHS. Example 9. Find a number such that 1/4 of the number is 3 more than 7. So you can see, let us take the unknown number be y. Here number we take is y and 1/4 of y is y by 4. And this number is more than 7 by 3. So hence we get the equation as y by 4 minus 7 is equal to 3. To solve this equation, first transpose 7 to the RHS. So we get transport the minus 7 to RHS, it become positive. So you get 4y upon 4 is equal to 10. So then you multiply both sides by 4 to remove the 4 under y. So multiply 4 both sides. So this will get cancelled and it becomes 40. So y is equal to 40. Let us check the equation form putting the value of y in the equation. So when you put the value of x, 40 upon 4 minus 7 is equal to 40. 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. So RHS is 3. So required is LHS is equal to RHS. So now example number 10. Raju's father's age is 5 years more than the 3 times Raju's age. Find the Raju's age if his father is 44 years old. So solution is as given in example number 3 earlier. The equation that gives Raju's age is 3y plus 5 is equal to 44. You can see 3 times the Raju's age. So we consider Raju's age as y and 5 years more than. So 3 times Raju's age plus 5 is equal to his father's age is 44. To solve it, we first transport 5 to each other to get. So you transpose here. So minus 5. So 44 minus 5 is equal to 39. 3y is equal to 39. So y is equal to 13. So this is Raju's age is 13. You may check the answer. So I have done this above also. The same answer we are getting. So try this. There are 2 types of boxes containing mango. Each box of the larger type contains 4 more mangoes. Then the number of mangoes contained in 8 boxes of the smaller type. Each larger box contains 100 mangoes. Find the number of mangoes contained in the smaller box. So it is easier. You can solve it, and if there is any doubt, you can ask it in the comment section. So the chapter is finished.